So this is why I love it here. I mean, I have been extraordinarily blessed and hopelessly spoiled by Andre Previn, Lauren Maazel, and then Maurice Janssens. Incredible.
Of course, now, Honeck.
He gets up very early, goes to Mass, then he comes to QED FM to preview the concert. I think he's been the most extraordinarily generous in terms of his personal time and involvement with the radio series. They've all been great, but Manfred's really made that an agenda item to connect with as many people as he can through broadcasting. So he's very loose and free about what he says. He always has something insightful and heartfelt to say about the music and also what he's doing. Lauren had such an unusual childhood at age 9, conducting the New York Philharmonic and all the things that he did as a young man. He was, brilliant and a prodigy, incredible photographic memory, all the special things about him. I think they still say that some of the concerts he gave in Pittsburgh were among the best in their career, and the recordings that he made here are without parallel. They're all amazing recordings for Sony Classical and some other labels too, Telarc and New World Records. So he made a phenomenal contribution to the scene here in Pittsburgh, on tours at the Salzburg Festival. I mean, I've got a file of the reviews that he got when the orchestra was on tour, and the recording reviews, and the concerts too. He always did something interesting with the music. Sometimes he would stretch a Brahms symphony out slower than anybody else might do that, but he had the imagination and the nerve to do things which some people disliked. What an unbelievable career before he ever got to Cleveland or the Vienna State Opera, and then coming to Pittsburgh, where he spent the better part of a decade. Unbelievable guy. I saw how much he loved his parents, his mother and his father. He was very devoted to them. His father lived with him at the Castleton Festival, his home in suburban Virginia, there at the last years of his life. To get the full picture of Lauren Maazel, you need to meet his mother and his father. I did an extensive series of interviews about their relationship with Lauren over the years, and whether they'd pushed him as a prodigy, and all the kinds of questions you might ask mom and dad of somebody so amazing as Maazel. And it gave me, I think, a much more fuller, rounder picture. His mom her office was at Heinz Hall at the Youth Symphony, so she was very tied into the administration and politics. He interviewed Andre Previn countless times while he was here, and he was a fabulous interview. Those were during the years when Previn in the Pittsburgh was on PBS. The programs were produced here at WQED, so I was in the studio upstairs, and that was great fun to see. He had the experience of doing Andre Previn's Music Night for the BBC in London, which was one of their most popular classical music programs ever. So he brought that spirit and some of the same program plans to QED, where he made it Previn in the Pittsburgh programs, and then all the radio broadcasts with Previn. So I was there when he left, his very last moments, watched him wave goodbye at the hotel in downtown Pittsburgh when he got in the car and left for the airport. Works really, really hard, and takes every minute of rehearsal. Even if it's Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, you're going to do it again to get every nuance right and the way he wants to do it, and then he might do it a little differently when you actually perform it, but he takes every minute of rehearsal, so the orchestra really works hard with him.